Hari Om, everybody. Welcome back. Let's get started. Ganana Tva Ganapatigum Havamahe Kavim Kavinamupamashravastamam Jeshtarajam Brahmanam Brahmanaspatana Shrunvannutibhisri Dasadanam Prano Devi Saraswati Vajebirvajinivati Dhinama Vidyavat Om Ganeshaya Namaha Om Saraswatyai Namaha Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Harihi Om Shuklam Varadaram Vishnum Shashivarnam Chaturbhujam Prasanna Vadanam Dhyayet Sarva Vignopashantaye Vagishadya Sumanasaha Sarvartanam Upakrame Yamnatva Krutakritya Syuhu Tam Namami Gajananam Vakratunda Mahakaya Koti Surya Samaprabha Nirvignam Kurume Deva Sarvakaryeshu Sarvada Saraswati Namastubhyam Varade Kamarupini Vidyarambam Karishyami Siddhir Bhavatu Me Sada Om Sahana Bhavatu Sahanau Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu ma vidvishavahai Om Shanti 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 Sadashiva Samarambham Shankaracharya Madhyamam Asmadacharya Paryantam Vande Guru Paramparam Brahmanandam Paramasukadam Kevalam Gnanamurtim Dvandvatitam Gagana Sadrisham Tattvamasyadilaksham Ekam Nityam Vimalamachalam Sarvadhi Sakshi Bhutam Bhavatitam Trigunarahitam Sadgurum Tam Namami Shruti Smriti Purananam Alayam Karunalayam Namami Bhagavat Pada Shankaram Loka Shankaram Shankaram Shankaracharyam Shankaracharya Keshavam Badarayanam Sutra Bhashya Kritav Vande Bhagavantau Punah Punah Ishvaro Gururatmeti Murti Bedha Vibhagine Vyomavat Vyapta Dehaya Dakshina Murtaye Namaha Gurur Brahma Gurur Vishnu Gurur Devo Maheshwaraha Guru Sakshat Param Brahma Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Samasta Jana Kalyane Niratam Karunamayam Namami Chinmayam Devam Sadgurum Brahma Vidvaram Yasya Sannidhi Matrena Sarve Shishyascha Sevakaha Karmakshetre Pravartante Chinmayam Tam Namamyaham Chinmayam tam namamyaham. Let us do the Pratasmaranam. Pratasmarami hridisam spuradatmatattvam Satchit sukham paramaham sagatim turiyam Yat swapna jagara sushuptam avaiti nityam Tad brahma nishkalamaham Nacha bhuta sangha Pratar bhajami manasa Vachasamagamyam Vacho vibhanti nikila Yadanugrahena Yanneti neti vachanaihi Nigama vochuhu Tam deva deva majamachyuta mahuragyam Pratarnamami tamasa paramargavarnam Purnam sanatana padam Purushotamakyam Yasminnidam Jagadasheshamasheshamurtau Rajvam bhujangamayiva pratibhasitam vai Rajvam bhujangamayiva pratibhasitam vai. Let us start with our Mangala Charana Shloka of Atma Bodha. Tapo bhikshina papanam shantanam vitaraginam mumukshunam apekshoyam Atma Bodho vidiyate. We started the study of Atma Bodha under 10 broad categories 10 weeks ago. We saw the Jivan Mukta Lakshana and started the topic of Brahma Swarupa Lakshana. These are pointers that can be used as to how to contemplate on that one reality during our meditation. Just to recap from the last class, in Vedanta, the nature of the self is indicated in 3 ways. First one is Swarupa Lakshana. Just like we say, the intrinsic property of sugar is sweet, and the fire and that of fire is heat. When I say Atma is Nitya, eternal, Nishkriya, actionless, Nirakara, without any form, Nirvikalpa, without any thoughts, I am talking about that Swarupa Lakshana of Atma. Then we discussed about Tatastha Lakshana, indicated using an extrinsic aid, such as Atman is the enlivener of this inert conditioning, that which provides sentiency to the Jadavastu. Last week, I gave you the example where I was looking for directions to Jim's house. And the bystander pointed to me the house where a red Mustang is in the driveway. That pointer was good only for that moment. because it was temporary external indicator. Same way, when we point using an external indicator, like that which enlivens the inert matter, that which is the witness of all three states of existence, like waking, dreams, and deep sleep, we are talking about Tatastha Lakshana. So in shloka number 54 that we discussed last week, Tad Brahma iti avadarayet. You thus realize Brahman, yallabhana paro labha. Having gained this knowledge, having gained this happiness, there is no more sense of incompleteness. Yat sukham naparam sukham. Having enjoyed this bliss, there is no greater bliss. Yat gnanat naparam gnanam. Apart from this knowledge that is gained, there is nothing more to be known. This is the ultimate. That is why we say Atma Vidya, Brahma Vidya as the absolute knowledge. Then we saw in the 55th verse, he declared, Yad bhutva na punar bhavaha. Having become this Atma Gnani, there is no rebirth, no more becoming. This is absolute. Yad gnatva, having known, there is nothing else to be known. What it means is that in that Brahmi sthiti, a state of equilibrium, peace and perfection, there is no further demand from within to gain anything more, anything further. This is the superlative. That's why we say Nirati Shaya Gnana. There is total fulfillment, Krita Kritya, at all levels. Physical, mental, emotional, everything. That is Purnatva. Then in the 56th verse, Tirya Gurdva Madhav Purnam Satchidananda Madvayam Anantam Nityamekam Yate Tad Brahma Ityavadarayet. Tad Brahma iti avadarayet. You thus realize Brahman this way. Tiryak, all sides. Urdvam, above. Adaha, below. Purnam means all pervading. That which is full and all pervasive. Satchidanandam, Advayam. That which is the very nature of existence, consciousness, and bliss. Advayam, one without the second, non-dual, anantam, infinite, nityam, eternal, ekam, the only one. Tad Brahma iti avadharayet. Then we covered the 57th shloka. Atad vyavrutti rupena vedantai lakshate dvayam akhandananda mekam yat tad brahmetyavadharayet. Tad Brahma iti avadharayet. This way you realize what? Brahman through Atad Vyavrutti Lakshana. What is Atad Vyavrutti Lakshana? We said by negation of all aspects that it is not. We saw the example last week. If I need to know Sri Rama, I can say the one who is not Bharata, the one who is not Shatrughna, the one who is not Lakshmana. Then by logical deduction and negation of others, we can arrive at who is Sri Rama. Similarly, I can use many other descriptors of Atma Lakshana. When I say Atma is Nirakara, without any form. When I say Stula Sharira or gross body has a form. So Atma is not that. I say Atma is Nirvikara. Then the gross body goes through 6 modifications, Shadvikara. Then I say Atma is Nirvikalpa, without any modification. Then I am negating my subtle body. Like this, you go on with this Atat Vyavrutti Lakshana. Realize that Brahman through Atad Vyavrutti Lakshana as pointed in Vedanta. That is what this shloka is talking about. That which is Advayam, non-dual, Akanda Anandam, unbroken bliss, continuous. Now let's continue where we had left off from last week. And let me try to share today's verse, number 58. Akhandananda rupasya tasyananda lavashritaha brahmadyastaratam yena bhavantya nandino khilaha. Akhandananda rupasya. See, the nature of Atma is unbroken bliss. Tasya, his Ananda, is lavashritaha. Depends on the particle of this, an amsha of this. Brahma Adayaha, from that creator Brahma, Brahmaji, Chaturmukha Brahma, onwards to other devas, Taratamyena, gradational happiness. That means proportionately they enjoy their share. Akilaha Anandinaha Bhavanti. They all become blissful. But see, this Brahmananda is absolute bliss. Akhanda Ananda. That is why we say Brahmanandam Paramasukadam. Paramasukadam. This Brahmananda is Akhanda, unbroken Ananda. So what Bhagavan Shankaracharya ji is saying here is the deities, the devas, starting from Brahmaji onwards, enjoy proportionately. There is that gradation, Taratamya, meaning gradations in that bliss that they all enjoy. A little bit of that, Amsha. In Taittiriya Upanishad, in Ananda Mimamsa, Brahmananda Valli, what is that one unit of Ananda? I have shared that with you before. One man, Manushya Ananda, Ashishto, Drudishto, Balishtaha, Tasyeya Prutivi Sarva, Vittasya Purnasya, excuse me, Sayeko, Manusha Anandaha, Teye Shatam Manusha Anandaha. One unit of Manushya Ananda. Then Teye Shatam Manushya Gandharva Namananda. Then they go on describing how this Manushya Ananda, then the Gandharva Ananda, then Deva Ananda, then Indra, then Brahmaji, etc., etc. It defines one Manushya Ananda 100 times, that is the Gandharva Ananda. Then in the multiples of hundreds is Devas and so on, leading to Brahmaji's Ananda. See, the idea is here to describe the magnitude and the unbroken nature of that Brahmananda Sukha. So the Vishayananda also, same way, has the gradation. You remember Priya, Moda, Pramoda from our basic Vedanta modules, right? So moving on to the next verse. That's the idea of that 58th verse. Tadyuktamakilam vastu vyavaharastadhanvitaha tasmat sarvagatam brahma Shire sarpirivakile tadyuktam akhilam vastu. All objects are pervaded by this Brahman. Vyavaharas tadanvitaha. All actions are possible because of Brahman alone. Sarvagatam. He is all permeating, all pervading. How? Kshire sarpi iva akhile. Just like the butter permeates in milk. See, butter is there in the milk. Can we see that butter with our naked eyes? No. Where is that butter? In that milk. It is there everywhere in that milk. Brahman, similarly, is all pervading in all objects. All actions by the Indriyas are possible only because of Brahman. Otherwise, they'll remain as holes in the body if this Chaitanya is not provided by Brahman. Same way, we don't see the butter in the hidden milk. Hidden in the milk. Can we say it is not there? How do we extract it? Only through churning, mathana. Then you get the byproducts of ghee, etc. Same way, dhyana mathana that was prescribed. Atmaranau dhyana mathane satatam krute. Through vichara, through constant contemplation, Bhagavan Ramana Maharshi in Upadesha Sara says, Drushyavaritam chittamatmanaha chitvadarshanam tattvadarshanam. But in this example, please note that the milk to butter, butter to ghee are all irreversible process. Once you reach there, no coming back. So moving to the next verse, number 60. Ananmastulamah adhirgamajamavyayam arupa guna varnakhyam Tad brahmetyavadharayet. Tad brahma iti avadharayet. Realize that to be Brahman. What? Ananu. Neither subtle, astulam, nor gross, ahraswam, neither short, adhirgam, nor long, ajam, birthless, avyayam, without any change, arupa guna varnakyam, without any form, without any attributes, color, quality, etc. So the essence of this shloka, that it cannot be perceived by our senses. It is not bound by time, space, and causation, as we know it. That is why it is said to be neither gross nor subtle. It is formless. It is attributeless. Anoraniyan mahato mahiyan, says in the Kathopanishad, Mahanarayana Upanishad. So scriptures adapt this technique of pointing to the indescribable. Okay? In the next verse, 61, if you are following in the book. Yad bhasa bhasyater kadi bhasyair yattuna bhasyate yena sarvamidam bhati tad brahmetyavadharayet. Tad brahma iti avadharayet. Realize that which is Brahman. Yad bhasa bhasyate. By the light of which arkadi, objects like sun, moon, etc., bhasyate, are illuminated. Mundaka Upanishad says, Jyotisham Jyotihi, the light of lights, light which illumines everything else. And in 2.2.10 of Mundaka Upanishad, it says, Na tatra suryo bhati na chandra tarakam nema vidyuto bhanti kuto yamagnihi tameva bhantam anubhati sarvam tasya bhasa sarvamidam vibhati. Because of his light, all other lights are illuminated. Same way, the consciousness within me illumines the world around me. Moving on to number 62. Swayamantar bahir vyapya Vasayannakilam jagat Brahma prakashate vanni prataptaya sapindavat. This Brahman is pervading the entire universe. Akilam jagat. Sarvam antar bahir vyapya. Within and without, inside and outside. Brahma prakashate. This Brahman shines by itself. Swayam prakashate. How? Vahni prataptayasa pindavat. Like that fire that permeates that red hot iron ball. that glows by itself. See, in this example of the fire and the iron ball is black in color, cold to touch. But when it comes in contact with that fire, it seems to glow like that tungsten filament in the bulb also. Because the heat of the fire penetrates this iron ball in and through it. Anyonya adhyasa. Same way, the body, mind, intellect, or matter, inert matter, jada. The world around us is inert, insentient matter. And when the matter and the spirit come together, which our Gurudev used to call as unholy wedlock, life manifests. But remember, this infinite Brahman is unborn, deathless, all-pervading, omnipotent. Let's go to number 63. Jagad vilakshanam brahma brahmanonyanna kinchana brahmanyad bhati chet mithya yatha marumarichika. This Brahman is Jagat Vilakshanam, is other than this universe. Brahmanon Nyanna Kinchana. Second line in English. Other than Brahman, nothing exists. Na Kinchana, not even a little. Brahmanyad bhati chet mithya yatha marumarichika. If any other object other than Brahman appears or seems to exist, it is mithya. It is unreal. It is an illusion. Just like Maru Marichika, a mirage water in the desert. In this shloka, Bhagavan Adi Shankaracharya ji is advising that this universe has no independent existence without Brahman. This, in essence, in one statement, the entire essence of Vedanta, Brahma Satyam Jagan Mithya, Jivo Brahmaiva Navaraha. Brahman alone is real. The world is illusory. Like the snake on the rope, or like the ghost on the post, or Maru Marichika, mirage water on that desert sand. That ultimate reality is not subject to change. Only the unreal is subject to time, space, and causation. A man endowed with this right knowledge sees only that reality. Now that oneness comes. Moving on to the 64th verse. Drushyate shruyate yat brahma Drushyate shruyate yate tad brahmanonyanna tad bhavet tatvajnanacha tad brahma satchidananda madvayam. There was a little bit of Pata Veda in this book. All that is perceived or all that is heard is Brahman and nothing else. Drushyate, shruyate, yatyat brahmano anyanna tad bhavet. Tatvajnanat. Gaining this kind of knowledge of this kind of reality, one sees the universe as Tat Brahma, that Brahman, which is Satchidanandam, Advayam, which is of the nature of existence, consciousness, bliss, Advayam, one without a second, Ekameva Advitiyam Brahma. The one without second or one and only Brahman. Attaining this kind of knowledge, he sees Brahman everywhere. This is Ekatvam Anupashyatah, as Ishavasya Upanishad says. He sees that oneness everywhere. Moving on to the next shloka. Sarvagam Satchidatmanam Gnana Chakshurnirikshate Agnana Chakshurneksheta Baswantam Bhanumandhavat. Satchit Atmanam. Though Atman is of the nature of pure consciousness, Sarvagam, everywhere, it can only be perceived by Gnana Chakshur Nirikshate, by the eyes of wisdom, not by our physical eye. He gives an example, just like a blind person do not see even if the sun is bright during the midday in the sky. Same way, Agnana Chakshushu, the one whose vision is blinded or blocked by ignorance, he does not see the self-effulgent Atman. Agnana Vritam Gnanam, says Bhagavad Gita, 5th chapter. Mundaka Upanishad also says, Gnana Prasadena Vishuddha Sattvaha Tatastutam Pashyate Nishkalam Dhyayamanaha. Only through contemplation, only through that Nididhyasanam, one can apprehend or comprehend that reality. Moving on to number 66. Shravanadiviruddhipta Dhanagni Paritapitaha Jiva Sarvamalan Muktaha Swarnavadyotate Swayam. This Jiva, Shravanadibihi Udipta, kindled by Gnanagni Paritapitaha, heated in that fire of knowledge. Sarva Malan Muktaha, He is free from all impurities, shines. How? Dhyotate, like how? Swarnavat, like gold. Here, Shravanadibihi means to gain that knowledge of Vedanta, Shravana, listening to the scripture from a qualified teacher, Mananam, reflecting on the teachings, Nididhyasanam, deep contemplation. That fire of knowledge indicates the tapa, that intense heat. That knowledge is samshaya rahita, doubt-free knowledge. Only then firm conviction will come, not casual seeking. How that fire burns away the impurities, that way this fire of knowledge should destroy all the impurities in our mind. The raga, the dvesha, mala, vikshepa, avarana, the entire ajnana karanam. Okay? With that, we will move to number 67th verse. Hrudakashodito hyatma bodhabanustamopahrit sarvavyapi sarvadhari bhati bhasayate kilam. Bodha Banu, the son of knowledge, Hrudayakasha Uditaha Hi Atma, that which rises in the heart space, Tama Apahrit, that which destroys the darkness of ignorance, Sarvavyapi, Sarvadhari, it pervades everything. Sarva Adhara, it sustains everything. That which Pasayate Akhilam, that which makes everything shine. With that, we will come to the last verse of Atma Bodha. Digdesha Kala Dhyanapak Anapekshya Sarvagam Shitadihran Nitya Sukham Niranjanam Yasvatma Tirtham Bhajate Vinishkriyaha Sasarvavet Sarvagato Amruto Bhave. This shloka is the Palashruti. Digdesha Kalat Anapekshya Sarvagam. The one who is not dependent on direction, space, time, and causation, Sarvagam, present everywhere. Shitadihrit, the one which destroys all Shita, Ushna, the Dvandvas, pairs of opposite, heat, cold, Sukha, Dukkha, etc. Nitya Sukham, the one who worships his own, the one who provides with eternal bliss, Niranjanam, untainted, the one who worships his own Atma, Svatma Tirtham, Vinishkriyaha, one who has renounced all other activities, He Saha Sarvavit, all knowing, Sarvagataha, all pervading, amrutaha bhavet, attains immortality. Iti Shankaracharya virachita ATMA BODHA samaptaha. Om Tat Sat. Now, with a few minutes remaining, next week is Adi Shankara Jayanti. We will take the few more minutes that is remaining to express our gratitude to Bhagavan Adi Shankaracharya Ji, since we were able to successfully conclude this lecture series on Atma Bodha. I will chant the Totakastakam written by, in gratitude to Bhagavan Adi Shankaracharya Ji. I also want to thank all of you who gave me this opportunity to present this text, my understanding, and who attended these lecture series regularly. With that, we will chant the Totakastakam. Vidita kila shastra sudha jalade Mahitopanishad katitartha nidhe Hridaye kalaye vimalam charanam Bhavashankara deshika me sharanam Bhavashankara deshika me sharanam Karunavarunalaya palaya mam Bhavasagara dukkha viduna hridam Rachita kila darshana tattvavidam Bhava Shankara deshika me sharanam Bhavashankara deshika me sharanam Bhavata janata suhita bhavita Nija bodha vicharana charumate Kalayeshwara jiva viveka vidam Bhavashankara deshika me sharanam Bhavashankara deshika me sharanam Bhavayeva bhavaniti me nitara Samajayata cetasi kautukita Mama varaya moha mahajaladhim Bhavashankara deshika me sharanam Bhavashankara deshika me sharanam Sukrute dhikrute bahudha bhavato Bhavita samadarshana lalasata Ati dinamimam paripalaya mam Bhavashankara deshika me sharanam Bhavashankara deshika me sharanam Jagati mavitum kalita krutayo Vicharanti mahamaha satchalataha Ahimam shurivatra vibhasi guru भव शंकर देशिक में शरणम, भव शंकर देशिक में शरणम। गुरु पुंगव पुंगव केतनते, समतामयतां नहि कोपि सुधीः। शरणागत वत्सल तत्वनिधे, भव शंकर देशिक में शरणम्, भव शंकर देशिक में शरणम्। विदितानमया विशदैककला, न च किंचन कांचन मस्ति गुरो। द्रुतमेव विधेहि कृपां सहजा, भव शंकर देशिक में शरणम्, भव शंकर देशिक में शरणम्। ओम सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः, सर्वे सन्तु निरामयाः, सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु, मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत्। ओम असतो मा सद्गमय, तमसो मा ज्योतिर्गमय, मृत्योर्मा अमृतं गमय। ओम शांति शांति शांतिः। ओम पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते, पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते। ओम शांति शांति शांतिः। हरिः ओम श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः। हरिः ओम तत्सत्। May all be happy, may all be healthy, may all see auspiciousness, may none suffer. Om peace, peace, peace.